Hello and welcome to the Legally Blind Geek YouTube channel. My name is Mike. On this channel I focus on helping folks overcome low vision challenges. In this episode of the VIP Gardening Tips and Tricks video series, we discover how to overcome the low vision challenges a visually impaired gardener encounters when they are starting zucchini plants from seed. Sound good? Let's get started. Today we're going to introduce you to a few tips and tricks that make it possible for someone with a visual impairment start zucchini from seeds. Starts with just a few items. Packet of seed, the 3-inch Jiffy pot, and a potting soil, basically all you need. I use the 3-inch pots. They're biodegradable. I've always called them peat pots. You can find those at any garden center. You can find them at the big box stores. Actually, I found that they were cheaper online at Amazon when I got them after the fact. But anyway, basically, peat pot, seeds, potting soil. A good potting soil. We use Miracle-Gro. I buy the big bag. There's 3 major components to starting a zucchini plant from seed. Yes, you can go and you can probably buy them at your nursery, and you'll probably, for a cup this size, you'll probably give $4-5 for one plant. Me, I spend $2 on the entire package of seed, and there are a lot of seeds in here. With a peat pot, this Jiffy pot, I have the Miracle-Gro potting soil. Basically, I take the cup, I go in here, I scoop it out, I get a pot full of dirt, I just kind of tap it down with my hand lightly. Then when I want to put a seed in it, I got my package open here that we've used before. And I find it's easier just to cut the tops off of them with a pair of scissors. I can stick my finger in here, and squash seeds are pretty large. So there's one squash seed. I can feel that with my finger. And basically what I'll do is I'll take the seed, I put it kind of like in the center of the pot, push it down to the first knuckle on my finger, cover it up, tap it down a little bit, and that's all there is to taking and starting with a peat pot, filling it full of potting soil, putting the seed in the right depth. For me, it's just to my first knuckle on my finger, and I can feel that. That's all stuff that I do tactically. I don't have to see it. Now, the next trick I want to show you is how to go about watering to make it simple. This is a plastic tray that I got from one of the big box stores. I'm not sure. I sent the daughter out after she came back with it. We put all of our peat pots in here with all of our seeds in it, and then all we have to do is we just add water into the container. I can pull one of the little packets out, one of the little cups, and see how it's nice and dark. They absorb the water from the bottom up. Put the water in here, ½ inch deep or so. That's all you need. So the way this works is we start with our little pots. Now, if I put this in with a lot of other ones and I can't tell what it is, I got a trick for that too. I'll show you real quick. Start with an inexpensive popsicle stick and a Sharpie marker. And for me, I've found that if I just put like a Z on this, I take my Sharpie and I do this mark, that mark, and that mark. That's a big Z, zucchini. And if I have to get really close to be able to see that, I can use my magnifier, and I can see that that's a big Z. So I can just take that and I stick that in the pot, so that if I pick this up, I can look at it and there's a big Z. If you wanted to put T on there for tomato, or Q on there for cucumber, or whatever, just a nice big bold letter will help. Now once you've got this portion of it done, all you need to do to water your plant, so that you don't run the risk of pouring water on top of this and washing the dirt out of the pot or washing the seed out or any of that kind of stuff, is you just take it, you set it inside your tray. It could be a small plastic tray like this, or you could, if you're just going to do one or two, it can be a small bowl. And once you got the water in, or the plants in there, I'm going to walk in front of the camera again. You can take your hose or your watering can and just put water in there until it's about that deep, and you can feel it on your finger. And I just use my finger as a measuring guide for folks that can see very well or better vision than I. Being legally blind, I don't have a lot of depth perception. That's all it takes, and then it will quickly start to wick up the pot, making watering your plants a lot easier. And this works with just plain water, or if you wanted to use some of your water-soluble fertilizers like your Miracle-Gros and this kind of stuff to get them a quick start, you can do that. I've done it both ways. It works. I don't know that it makes a lot of difference to offset the cost, but hey, if it works best for you, knock yourself out. This is the quick, easy, down and dirty way of playing in the dirt, starting the seed, and these are some low vision tips and tricks I think you'll find useful. Just to recap, good reasons to start your own plants from seed. One, you can get a packet of seed with several for a couple dollars. You put them in the refrigerator, in a freezer, in a cool, dry spot. They'll keep for years. I've had some seeds for 10 or so years. You know, so if you stop and think about it, if you plant 4 or 5 of these every year, and you got 50 seeds in there, you can do the math. The peat pots, I've got an Amazon link in the description down below. You can check and see what availability and price is on them. There are several different sizes of peat pots. I've just found that the 3-inch size works best for me. They're something that I can hold in my hand. I can reach my finger across just like such, stick my finger in there, and I've got the depth, so it kind of helps me get oriented. These again also will last, as long as they don't get wet, they never go bad. Or anyway, I've never had any go bad. The large bag of Miracle-Gro, you can buy smaller bags, especially if you just want to start small. I just get this size bag because it's the most cost-effective way, and I'll go through it. The girls like to plant their flowers, so we use the same thing. You know, whether it's the vegetable mix or the flowery mix or whatever, it doesn't really make much difference for my needs. They both work equally as well. Seeds, pot, soil, and a container, a dish that you can put them in just like such. However many plants you want, you just kind of space them out there. You get an idea how big a container you're going to want to use for the watering trick that we showed you a minute ago, and it'll all work just fine. Once you get them where you can take them outside, harden them outside, set them on a table, such as what I've got here, to mark the pots with, Sharpie to label the stick with, and I have used before in the past, and I'll put a link in the description down below on some, I don't have one handy where I show it to you, some of the little flags that you can put in the pots that have a bigger area that you can write bigger on. They're white with the black contrast, makes it easier for me to see, might help you out too. So if you want to, just check out the description, follow the link, you'll see what I'm talking about. Well, there you have it. Tips and tricks that make it possible for someone with a visual impairment start plants from seeds. In this video, we talked about starting zucchini from seeds. Any summer squash, you can do the same thing with. Or if you want to start your different variety of peppers or tomatoes or cucumbers or gosh, whatever you might want to do. You might want to start an herb garden. You might want to start with basil or something like this, parsley. Different kinds of companion plants that you might want to put in with your tomato bed or with your zucchini. There are lots of seeds out there, a wide variety, that you can use the same method that we illustrate in this video for starting seeds. So hopefully this has motivated you. Hopefully this has made it sound like something that you would like to do, like to try. In any event, why don't you share in your comments section down below. There's a comment section provided below the video where you can let us know what you think. Is this something that you would like to do? What kind of plants would you like to start from seeds? Just a question, just throwing it out there. Share that in the comment section down below. Or if you started something and you're proud of it and you want to tell us about it, please, by all means, share that. We'd love to hear from you. In addition to that, in the description box down below, I have I have included some Amazon affiliate links for products that we talk about, that we endorse, that we use. And I'm in no way sponsored by any of these. Everything that I use, I go out and I pay for just like you would have to. So if you buy something from Amazon, yeah, I'll make a couple pennies or maybe half a couple pennies. That's all good. If it helps you, helps me, fantastic. You got value in this or watching this, you learned something, consider about giving us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, you might want to consider subscribing. That way you'll be made aware when we post another video on gardening or other things that help folks overcome low vision challenges. That's what this channel is all about. So, hey, thank you for your time. I appreciate your comments. If you follow the Amazon link and you buy something, thank you very much for that as well. Talk to you in the next one. Make it a great day. Happy gardening. Bye.